Hi everyone, meteorologist Chad Evans here with a look at your daily weather forecast video, sponsored always by Trent Johnson State Farm. TrentIsMyAgent.com. Something just slightly different today. We're going to do a video forecast like this, and then we'll be back at it come tomorrow with our normal studio forecast. But in the meantime, we've got 6 nights, days of severe weather risk, 2 to 6 inches of rainfall ahead by Saturday, and then dogwood winter with a little frost before we dry out and warm up again, then get more severe weather at the end of April and into early May, and then more sustained dryness with a cool shot, maybe a couple patches of frost in black locust winter, and then we're back to warmth after that. And that could be a pretty long stretch of drier weather to get corn and soybeans planted. A period of strong wind last night, not severe weather per se, but some really intense wind gusts making it down to the surface from some of these scattered showers and even a little bit of thunder. And the highest winds are between midnight and 2 a.m. A gust of 63 you can see up there northwest of Monticello. Gust of 57 Round Grove, 56 at Covington. Gust to 51 south of Montmorency. The highest gust there at Kewanee, a gust of 60 miles an hour, and the Frankfurt Airport gusted to 51. You probably heard those howling winds last night. With record warmth, we beat the record by 7 degrees. It was the warmest overnight low this early on record for Greater Lafayette. We've never had an overnight low of 68 this early in the season, and we clobbered the record warmest low temperature for the day of 61 set in 2014. Now we have got temperatures anywhere from 76 at the Crawfordsville Airport to 84 at Morocco and 81 Logansport, 81 at the Purdue Airport, with a cumulus-filled sky. But if you look at the camera from Rensselaer, you can see some dark skies looking to the northwest. Those are thunderstorms that are developing. And this is something we talked about this morning, yesterday, and into the weekend. It looked like some scattered storms may develop with marginal, maybe slight risk parameters, mainly late this evening and tonight. But these are coming in pretty quick. These are coming in pretty early. I mean, it's, 3:10 right now? We've already got a few scattered storms developing here in northern Illinois, which may prompt a severe thunderstorm watch downstream. So you can see those storms there, the warnings that are up for Kankakee County, Illinois, beyond your guard, northern Jasper County, as these storms work east-northeastward, and a few more scattered storms could form behind this and impact the mainly areas north of Highway 18, not only late this afternoon and this evening, but into early tonight. And there's the hail, again, where you see the oranges and reds. That could be hail up to $50 ping pong ball size. And get ready again, whether you're at Hopkins Park in Kankakee County or Lake Village, Enos, and then areas of the east over towards Wheatfield and DeMott for those storms with a core of 60 to 65 mile per hour gust in that brighter red core east of Herscher, Illinois. Farther to the south, we'll watch for a few more scattered storms to develop. But the main area I'm watching, again, it's the Fowler to Brookston to about Galveston and northward corridor right through the evening and part of the early overnight. And again, that's where the slight risk of severe weather is. That's the 2 out of 5 on the scale. But we do have the 1 out of 5 on the scale, or the marginal risk as far south as Interstate 74 technically. Regardless, though, likely a watch being issued for the north and some scattered storms at the risk of a brief E of 0 spin up. Can't rule out a couple severe gusts or some hail from just some of these scattered thunderstorms that pass through, again, especially north of Highway 18, which begins a long stretch of daily severe weather outbreaks in the plains, Midwest, and Great Lakes. This is the supercell composite. You can see every day from now through Saturday how this flashes green, yellow, and orange for severe weather in the plains, Great Lakes, and in the Midwest. And that does include our area with severe weather risk going all the way to central New York State, as we have a hot blocking ridge in the southeast, and the pattern is just going to stall over our area. So it will stay warm, humid to muggy, and we've got severe storms. So that said, now right up through tomorrow morning, notice the scattered storms that come through over the next several hours, and then right into part of tonight, And then tomorrow morning, even some scattered thunderstorms. Again, the best chance is north of Highway 18, but there is the risk of some severe weather from any of the scattered thunderstorms this evening, early tonight, and then again overnight into early on Tuesday morning. For Tuesday itself, it's slight risk for a lot of the area. Covington to Tipton and northward, 2 out of 5 on the scale for severe. The enhanced risk just northwest of us, that could be expanded southeastward. Regardless, the risk of a tornado or two, EF0 to EF2, a few severe gusts, some hail, and we're going to start to get some locally heavy rainfall that could bring a little bit of flash flooding. So watch this. I'm going to let this reload. Watch right here. This is in the morning. Any scattered thunderstorms pull away. We get a break tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Look what happens. Storms flare up in a big way, especially over the northern part of our area, especially north of Highway 18. You see the reds there, the supercell clusters flaring up. And those will pass through into tomorrow night. Then we look to Wednesday, and I was honestly surprised that this was only a marginal risk for Wednesday from the Storm Prediction Center. I expected a slight risk, eventually going slight to enhanced. We'll wait and see if this is upgraded, but the risk of a couple brief tornadoes, wind, some hail, and some flash flooding Wednesday to Wednesday evening. And you can see on Wednesday, some scattered thunderstorms morning right through the afternoon, little supercells and supercell clusters around with severe weather risk. And then we watch the main line form to the west. You can see right there, that line will push eastward and sweep through here Wednesday evening, Wednesday night. And then a final line of scattered thunderstorms comes through on Thursday with some severe weather risk, though the risk does not look as high as Tuesday and Wednesday. We may still end up with marginal to slight risk, or 1 or 2 out of 5 on the scale for a severe Thursday, for mainly a wind threat. And then we get a break for a chunk of Friday before storms come back in Friday night and Saturday with more severe weather risk. It's scattered thunderstorms, supercell clusters, and then the main line swinging through. Again, this is Friday night and then right into Saturday, followed by much colder weather. But 2 to 6 inches of rain going to be common for total rainfall from now right through Saturday. The Wabash, Tippecanoe rivers, Eel, likely going, Iroquois for that matter, Kankakee going back above flood stage. So there's the colder air come in. We get some patchy air or 2 areas of frost early to mid next week. As temperatures drop below normal, we see a little drier weather come in as well. Less in the way of rainfall frequency before we warm right back up. And then it starts to storm again after that, late April and into early May. So for the rest of today, the scattering of some thunderstorms around, some scattered thunderstorms tonight. We've got that severe weather risk. It is a warm night at 68. And then tomorrow, scattered thunderstorms around the area, especially north of 18. And again, even tonight, north of 18 has the best coverage. But a warm to muggy high tomorrow of 84 with highs generally 81 to 85 forecast area wide. Thunderstorms expected Wednesday, another windy day, humid to muggy, a high of 81 after 68 in the morning, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. 79 Thursday, 83 on Friday, the storms return. Saturday is 75, much cooler on Sunday. Cooler on Monday, some frost Monday morning and Tuesday mornings before we bounce back to a high back up to 80 degrees by next Thursday. Thank you, everyone. And if we have any warnings issued, I'll let you know right through the late afternoon, evening, and into early tonight.